video is live on the YouTube channel. Check it out, give it a thumbs up, and enjoy it. Hey man, brand new video is live on the YouTube channel. Check it out, give it a thumbs up, and
Heaven is a place where I find your embrace. Follow me, follow me. We're walking through the streets. We will not see defeat, but I will lead you to a place where we can leave a trace. Rapture comes in many times. I will learn to read your mind. I can see it in your eyes. Take a walk on.
There is something about the gym, man, that just puts me in my all-time comfort zone. It's the craziest thing. I mean, I don't have necessarily social anxiety specifically. I have bad anxiety in general, as you all know, and social settings can trigger it sometimes. It comes and goes randomly. But it's just funny because I could be around close friends, I could be in situations I'm very comfortable around and still feel kind of uneasy. And I remember, like, in other scenarios, anxiety aside, you know, when I was a teenager and stuff, I'd be in social settings and I'd be like, damn, like I'm not as funny as that guy, or I don't know if these people like me, typical teenage high school type stuff. But the gym, I have always felt super at home and a whole different level of confidence in. It's crazy. It's where I'm in my groove. It's my sweet spot. And even to this day, I don't really get unnerved about much because I've traveled all over the place. I've been in so many different settings now, so I'm pretty comfortable no matter where I'm at. But like, even at the Masthetics gym meetup, man, I enjoyed meeting everybody, but I was most excited just to dive into training. Like, I was probably more excited about training than anybody else, any of the YouTubers there. And I was amped to genuinely train with subscribers and stuff, because it was just being in the gym and pushing heavy ass weight is like my all-time favorite thing to do. It's beyond cathartic, it's beyond therapeutic. It's literally where I feel the most confident in general. It's crazy. I don't know if that's necessarily a great thing, but I know it's definitely not a bad thing. It's a very healthy thing to feel good in. So that's why I do this shit, man. I love lifting heavy.
As a small business owner, you make every dollar count. So what could you do with $10? You could turn 500 scratches into 500.
That's a wrap. Good fasted upper body day. Shout out to Alpha Clothing. This entire outfit is Alpha Clothing. The shirt, this hoodie, which I absolutely love. I'm starting to shrink though. Ooh. And fun fact, these joggers are the nicest joggers in the world. Super soft, lightweight material like track pants. They have a zipper so you can actually put your knee sleeves on underneath them and then put them back down over your knee sleeves if you're doing leg day. It's perfect. You can use the code NWB18 to get 15% off of all of this clothing. Link is in the info box. Wow, holy shit. I am in the 170s again for the first time in ages. And it's only Wednesday. My weigh-in isn't even until Saturday, so I'm ahead of schedule. That's crazy. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna rewind it back to the beginning of the week, Monday, when I was still about 181, and I'm gonna show you an entire full day of eating. I've been carb cycling up until this week. This week we kicked it up a notch, and I'm diving into low carbs 5 days straight, Monday through Friday. But we switched up the meals so it's more fulfilling, even though it's slightly lower calories. Check it out. Post-workout protein pancake. I showed you this in the last video, but I've decided on these low carb days, I'm taking my post-workout shakes in the form of a pancake every time because it just leaves me feeling so much more well-fed. feel like I actually ate a real meal. I use about 60 milliliters of the sugar-free syrup, which is the perfect amount for this size pancake, and that's only 15 calories, 6 of which is carbs, so it's a beautiful thing. Along with the protein, on low carb days I have 35 grams of almonds. Awesome fat, awesome snack. And then I have 7 grams of a fiber powder made from psyllium husk, totally natural psyllium husk. Any brand that psyllium husk will work. It's important to make sure you're getting your fiber in on low carb days. It's the only downside. High carb meals tend to have more fiber in them, so it's easier to hit your fiber needs. When you're on low carb, you're not getting in as many fibrous foods, so I try to get a lot of greens in, obviously, but supplement with some extra fiber too. 25 to 35 grams of fiber minimum daily. The closer I can get to 40, the better for me personally.
My hair's...
Oh my God, I'm so jealous. I miss sandwiches.
I actually feel bad now that I have to eat it in front of you. I feel like a horrible girlfriend.
You have awesome post-shower hair.
Post-workout hair, post-shower hair.
I like it. Want a date?
Okay.
What up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I'm good.
Hey, really quick before we start, let me just get you on camera real quick. About to do one of the coolest, most unique podcasts I've ever done in the world with Born to Talk. They have had people like Logic on their show before. They've had lifters like Pete Rubish on. This is going to be all about mental health. You guys have seen me do videos on anxiety and stuff. The host here has his own crazy stories to tell that are absolutely insane. So we're gonna get after it, and the link for this episode will be in the info box below.
Today, I'm joined by somebody I've been watching for Lord knows how many years. I've been watching for a long time. I've been a big fan for the longest time. And somebody that many of you will know. To me, he's one of the most genuine people in the YouTube fitness industry. You don't get many more people that are as real as this gentleman. Somebody who he is. And has the integrity to be honest with people. My guest today is Mr. Nick Wright of NWB, one of the OGs in the YouTube fitness game. Nick, what is going on, my friend?
What's going on? Thank you for having me, I appreciate it. Second meal of the day is one of my favorites. The classic at this point. All you guys are tagging me on it on Instagram, I love it. My 2 patties. 2 pieces of melted cheese with 40 grams of guacamole on top. The patties that I'm using are 85-15% lean beef. I'll also cut up some about 85 grams of romaine lettuce. With lettuce, you don't have to stress weighing it out as much. I do still weigh it out though, just to be as thorough as possible. It does have a little bit of a caloric value to it. People think it's a completely free carb, and it's not. You do absorb some bit of fiber. This is being had at 7:40 p.m. for the record. Let the record state that I officially made it to 8:21 p.m. before caving and having the yogurt. Strawberry is my go-to, but I've been having strawberries. I switch up to blueberry. It's just so sweet and thirst-quenching, and that's how deep into this diet I am. Hashtag one yogurt. When I went to the store to grab more string beans, my dumbass accidentally grabbed 5 bags of sugar snap peas by accident. Fortunately, they're like almost the same thing, a little bit more calorically dense. Not bad. So instead of having my regimented 170 grams of green beans, I'm going to have 125 grams of these instead with my next meal. So meal number 3, officially 6 ounces of chicken breast, 125 grams of the snow peas, and 28 grams of almonds, which I love. I'm loving the excess almonds here. While checking out this new show, Haunting of Hill House, this is my first night since traveling from New Mexico not doing cardio. I've done cardio every single night except for tonight, but I feel beat today, so resting. Low carb question time. Those of you who are following me on Instagram at NickWrightNWB saw that I posted a story tonight telling you guys that I'm filming this very video and to ask me any questions you have pertaining to low carb dieting. So let's answer a couple of them. How does your energy level compare on a low carb day to a regular or high carb day? And I actually got a bunch of questions that are very similar to this, asking me about my energy levels on low carb days versus high carb. Personally, I mean, it's going to be different from person to person. Everybody may find that they respond differently to high carbs or low carbs. Me personally, I feel fine on low carbs. I feel the same if my calories are up. I think it really comes down to your calorie intake more than anything. At the very beginning of this diet, when my calories were nice and high, around 3,000, I dropped my carbs to 60 grams and I cranked my fats way up. That's the other thing you need to remember. Some people that are new don't know this. You need some energy calorie in there. Fats and carbs are your energy calories, right? So you need either high carbohydrates and you can drop your fats a little bit, or you need high fats and then you can drop your carbs. Or you can have a balance of both in there, but you need one or the other at least up, nice and high for energy's sake. So if you drop your carbs, you should be increasing your fats to balance that out. And if you're upping your fats and you're keeping those calories nice and high, you should feel fantastic. I think most of the drain people feel on low carb days is all in here. I think they expect to feel weaker, so they get themselves in this placebo effect and it's all in their head. I did notice though, once I reached low calories, once I got down to 2,200 calories in a super crazy deficit, then the low carb days started making me feel drained, physically drained. But a lot of that's just from the lack of calories in general, because a calorie is a unit of energy. So calories are literally energy, and when you're not taking in as many calories, you're not taking in as much energy throughout the day, so you don't have as much energy to expend throughout the day. Going from 420 grams to 175 grams of carbs for a 5-week mini cut, would it be beneficial to eat them around training, before, after, etc.? It could be. It won't make a difference really for fat loss. At the end of the day, if you're getting in exactly 175 grams of carbs, it doesn't matter if you had them all first thing in the morning, if you had all 175 at night before bed, or if you spread them out throughout the day, or had it all around your workout. As long as you're hitting that number and your calorie number by the end of the day, it's not going to make a difference for fat loss. You won't lose fat any faster or any slower. But the timing could affect things like your performance in the gym. You may feel that you feel stronger in the gym eating carbs pre-workout. Or not. Some people feel worse and more sluggish eating carbs pre-workout. You may feel better eating them post-workout when your appetite's roaring. It's something for you to experiment with. It's subjective. Everyone's different. Everyone responds differently. But that's the only thing it would affect, like your performance. You may feel better eating them around your workout. How many carbs is low carb? That's actually a really good question, because there is no one definite answer. Even for things like keto, to reach a state of ketosis, there's no one definite number. It can be different from person to person. And the amount of carbs that are considered low are also different from person to person. It depends on your metabolism and your caloric maintenance. So like for me, I have a very low caloric maintenance right now. My metabolism kind of sucks. And I think it's just from years and years and years and years and years of dieting since I was a teen. My body's just become really, really resilient to losing weight now, and it wants to hold on to as much as it can to avoid that starvation. So we're gonna work on that, of course, after this cut. But so for me, it's like my threshold is very low. So like I need like 60 grams, like under 100 grams is lower carbs for me. Low is 60 for me. But I know people that have crazy high metabolisms that can take in 500 grams of carbs regularly and maintain on that. And so for them, it's like 200 grams of carbs might be low carbs for them. That might flatten them right out. So it depends on the person. There's no one answer. Let's get on to this last meal and wrap this video up. Give the video a thumbs up if you like this. Please support. The final meal: 6 ounces of chicken, 85 grams of romaine lettuce, 20 milliliters of extra virgin olive oil, 42 grams of almonds, which is amazing. These are like snacks to me during this diet. I get them lightly salted. And 42 grams is a lot. I guess 41 grams is a lot. And the last bit of the Sprite Zero just to get some extra taste going on. Diet soda is your best friend on a diet. Water. And I'm watching this new show, The Haunting of Hill House, which I'm 2 episodes in. I'm undecided on how I feel about it so far. Total numbers. Today we had 2,236 calories. We had 225 grams of protein, 95 grams of carbohydrates, and 106 grams of fat. And keep in mind, most of those carbs were just incidental carbs coming from the almonds, the protein powder. I didn't actually have a specific source of protein, of carbohydrates like rice or anything like that. So definitely track your incidental carbs. Don't just do the net carb thing. And man, it just feels awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you watch the last video I just put up, because the editing in it is fucking sick. Give it a thumbs up. You guys will love it. Tell me who's better. Max's or mine? Max's might be better, but maybe not. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video.